Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll just get started here in a couple minutes once a few more people join. While we're getting started, pull up the chat window on the bottom of the Zoom window. Last week, we had some challenges with Zoom and the chat, so please let me know if it's working. Shoot something in there. Let's make sure everything's working here. Let me know if you can see that. Add something in the chat, and hopefully we don't have issues. All right, Cheryl. Hello. Happy to see you here. Good. We're in shape for an excellent presentation today then. If you want, enter it so it sends to everyone, then everyone can see your chat. So great. Now that we've got none of the tech issues this week, so let me know in the chat where are you calling in from. I'm located in central Canada, just north of Winnipeg. So that's, if you're not familiar with Canada, that's about halfway between Toronto and Vancouver, right in the middle. So Kai, yeah, from Toronto. You know where I am in Winnipeg then. I'm in the coldest part of Canada. Cheryl's from Richmond. Awesome. Glad to have you here. We're going to go through some great stuff here today. Do you already have an online course? Let me know in the chat. Do you have an online course, or maybe you're looking for a new method to create your courses, or is this your first course that you've ever created? Let me know in the chat where you're at in your online business journey. While you do that, I'll just get my screen shared here. That's the one there, and share that. Awesome. So you should be able to see my screen. And it's right at the top of the hour, so let's get started. All right. So today I'm going to go through how to launch your high quality course in less than a week with the help of AI. Even if you're not tech savvy, AI makes it pretty easy. You're about to make your first online course sale by this time next week. Now, this presentation is meant to be interactive, just like we've got the chat window up there. If you have any questions as we're going through the material, just shoot it into the chat and I'll watch for your questions and get them answered. I will have a Q&A at the end of the discussion too. So either way, feel free to ask questions at any time or keep your questions to the end. No problem, and we'll get you the information that you're looking for. Now, I've been launching online courses for several years. My name is Paul Turner, and I'm an electrical engineer. I've worked on some pretty cool projects in my past corporate career. I was building satellites and rockets for the Canadian Space Agency. I've worked on building multi-billion-dollar power generation and transmission projects in remote locations. I've also worked on expanding wastewater treatment facilities not too far away from here near Winnipeg. And while working on these projects, one thing I got very good at was taking complex engineering topics and explaining them to others in a way that was easy for them to understand, even if they didn't have a technical background. And I thought, I can help others with the project knowledge that I have and help them understand these complex topics as well. And that's when I discovered online courses in 2018. So that's exactly what I did. I built my own company and left the corporate world and launched my first online course in 2018 to teach other people a complex engineering topic called commissioning. I'm sure you've never heard of it. The details don't really matter, but if you're interested, you can check out my site at commissioningandstartup.com if you want to see what I've put together there. And since then, I've helped people all over the world learn and understand commissioning with my online courses. I've worked with some of the biggest companies in the world, helping their project teams understand commissioning and saving them millions of dollars. It's really been a great experience. I've met some wonderful people and had some amazing discussions. And there really is no better feeling than waking up in the morning and seeing course sales on your phone from people in countries that I'd never even heard of. They found me on LinkedIn or found my site and submitted their application and enrolled in one of my courses. The power of the internet and the power of social media is just pretty incredible to be able to get that kind of reach. And you can do the same with the knowledge that you have as well, helping others solve their problems based on the knowledge that you have. So Can you see on the screen how life-changing regular sales like this would be? The people that have joined my programs have been absolutely thrilled. Their feedback has been over the top positive. They're excited to join my programs and get the expert knowledge they need for their projects. And they're so thankful I was able to take a complex topic like commissioning and make it super easy for them to finally understand and help them on their projects. And now, with the help of AI, what used to take me months to create and launch a course can now be done in less than a week. It's pretty amazing. And I'm going to show you how to do the same so that you can launch your course in less than a week as well and start making sales. Really, you can in 1 week from today. Wouldn't that be cool? Aren't you glad you joined me today so you can get your course launched too? Now, just to be clear though, this is not for you if you're looking for some get rich quick scheme. We all know that you have to put in the work if you want to achieve your dreams, right? There's no magic formula that I'm aware of in how to turn your laptop into an ATM that spits out cash. It just doesn't exist. But if you're willing to put in the effort over the next week and share your knowledge with the world, then the online course business model is truly the best business model that currently exists. I can't think of a better one. It's got low overhead, huge margins, and it's very scalable. And AI makes it easier than it's ever been to launch and scale your online course business. The reality is you only need one course to be insanely profitable, because if you could make $1 online, then you can make $1 million online. There's really nothing stopping you with the reach that the internet provides us. And it starts right here by creating your first course in less than a week. In 1 week from now, you can be in business with your new course. Sound good? With the online business model, you can literally make sales while you sleep. You can truly help real people solve real problems in their lives, and you can control your life, how you want to spend your time, and who you want to spend it with. The online course business model is currently the best business model on the internet, hands down. And you'll hear this from a lot of people. You won't find a better business model out there. I'm going to show you the ingredients today that go into creating and launching your first online course. And we're going to get AI to do most of the work for you and make it super simple for you to do, even if you're not tech savvy. And at the end of this presentation, if you'd like some help implementing everything we discussed, I'll show you how I can help you get your course launched within the next 7 days so you can make your first sale by Friday next week. Sound pretty cool? AI makes it super easy to launch your course in a week. Let's do it. So when I do this presentation, the first thing a lot of people want to know is just tell me what to do. How can I start making money now? And I'm going to show you how to do that, but there's a little bit more to it than that. Louise is asking, will a replay be available? So one can view some of the points. Absolutely. Yep. I will send you a replay. It's recording right now. So when Zoom's got it processed, I'll send that out to you and you can definitely check it out. But before we talk about how to make money online, we need to address some of the problems of what not to do before we talk about what to do to launch your profitable and scalable course. Some of my first online courses were an absolute failure, and nobody ever explained to me what actually goes into a profitable and scalable online course. I had to figure it out on my own with lots of trial and error. And what I've found is that there are 3 common mistakes that a lot of course creators make that make it much more difficult later to actually sell their course, because it's not true that if you build it, they will come. There is no field of dreams when it comes to information courses online. Selling information products is much different than selling physical products. And if you avoid these 3 mistakes, you'll have much more success with your online course. So what are these 3 mistakes? Mistake number 1 is that there's no demand for the problem that you solve. Nobody wants what you're offering. We've been told for a long time as entrepreneurs to identify a problem, then create a solution to that problem and sell the solution. But this isn't always true. You may have been told to follow your passion, but passion will only get you so far, because if you're passionate about solving a problem that very few others are interested in solving, then you're going to have a hard time finding people to sell your solution to, and you're not going to have much success with your online course. You see, we don't want to try to create demand. That's a very tough game to play. I've tried that and it does not go well. And I'm sure you don't want to be an expert at sales. We want to make this as easy as possible on ourselves, which means you need to pick a course topic that people are already searching for. What we want to do is put our offer in front of an already existing stream of demand and channel that demand towards our irresistible offer that basically sells itself. And I'll show you how to do this with the help of AI. AI makes it much easier. I've been down the road of having a bad offer that I didn't even know I had a bad offer, and it's no fun at all. I can help you avoid this dead end and make sure you're on the right path to success right from the beginning, because it's exactly like Stephen Covey says in his book, 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Habit number 2 is begin with the end in mind. And what is the end game with online courses? Well, we want to help as many people as we can, but of course, we also want to make piles of cash. And the decisions you make in the beginning will determine how successful your course is in the end. I'm going to show you how to get your course going in the right direction before we even start, so you can avoid this mistake. Mistake number 2 is getting bogged down in the tech. Now, the tech is pretty easy for me as an engineer, but I see a lot of other people who are not tech savvy at all, and they don't even want to be tech savvy. They want to avoid all that tech stuff altogether, right? They just want to get their course online and get it launched. And the great thing about AI is that it makes all the tech issues go away. AI gives you a plug and play solution to create your high quality course exactly how you want it, without having to understand any of that tech stuff. The barrier to entry to create online courses, really, it's getting lower and lower as time goes on here, which is why you want to get your online course launched now before everyone and their dog has a course, since it's getting even easier and easier to create online courses with the help of AI. I've got all the AI tools you need to make the tech aspects of your online course a piece of cake. And once you get everything in place, it gets even easier to create your second course, your third course, which pretty much guarantees your success as you refine your course to match exactly what your audience wants. Unfortunately, when course creators get stuck due to a tech problem, it prevents them from getting their expertise out to the world, which is an absolute shame, because as humans, we're meant to share and learn and help each other grow and succeed, right? But when a tech issue gets in the way, it just stifles any type of collaboration and sharing, which is not good for anyone, not good for you and your online business, and not good for society and the world, as communication is limited and information is just not shared. The internet and social media provide us this incredible communication tool to reach as many people as we want, and we can't let tech issues hold us back from sharing and growing and helping the world become a better place. So don't worry, I've got all the tech issues taken care of for you, so there are no barriers to you getting your genius out to the world. Mistake number 3 is getting stuck with monthly expenses. Now, when you're just starting out with your online course, you absolutely do not want any monthly expenses. It kills your profitability and kills your motivation, because it's so mentally draining if you're just trying to sell your course to cover your monthly software costs before you can even make a profit. We want to avoid any recurring monthly costs when you're just starting out with your course, so you have at least a little bit of breathing room as you're just getting started. I'm sure you can agree that no monthly expenses when you're just starting out sounds like a good idea, right? Because if you're just trying to cover your monthly expenses, you end up on the hamster wheel just trying to keep up. I've been there, and it's absolutely no fun. So all the software you use to build your online course must be absolutely free, and not just like a 14-day trial. I mean, like free forever until you reach a certain level of sales. Only once you're making consistent monthly sales of, say, a few $1,000s, does it make sense to start paying for your software as you scale, right? Until then, you do not want any monthly recurring expenses as you're getting things going. I've seen others that are trying to help people create their online courses only to sell them into their own platform at the end, or try to sell them into an affiliate link. And that's not cool. All the software that we use to build online courses has a free forever plan so that you can avoid all the monthly recurring expenses that others are trying to get you to pay, so you can focus on making money with your course instead. There is absolutely no need for monthly expenses when you're just getting started out. Do you agree? So these are the three common mistakes I see a lot of people making with their online courses. They're not doing the proper market research to confirm there is demand, or they're getting defeated by the technical aspects that are holding them up from launching their course. And they're getting stuck with monthly expenses, which causes them to lose money on their course rather than make money. Once you get past these three issues and get started in the right direction right from the beginning, creating your online course becomes so much easier, especially with the help of AI. When course creators make one or more of these three common mistakes, it just kills their hopes and dreams, right? And it's a very frustrating experience. I went through that for quite a while. This is what we refer to as the wishful course creator, right? Someday, one day, maybe you'll create your course in the future. Always wishing upon a star, always thinking they'll eventually create an online course, but it never actually gets done because of some of these mistakes. And they never actually make money with their online course because of one of these mistakes, or they end up losing money each month rather than profiting from their online course. It's easy to avoid these mistakes, and I'm going to show you how with the help of AI, so you can get your profitable and scalable course launched within 1 week from today. So is there any questions so far? Is this making sense? Let me know in the chat if there's anything coming to mind before we continue here. All right, let's get into some good stuff here now. Let's talk about the 8 ingredients that go into creating your profitable and scalable online course. And we'll go through each one of these in more detail in the next few slides. George is asking, how is your platform done? So we don't own a platform. The course platforms that we recommend are ConvertKit and Thinkific, and I'll show you how those work later. These are kind of industry commonly accepted platforms to use. I know your question, George, I saw your email earlier, is can you use your own platform? When it comes to a landing page, you want a specific landing page format that's used to get people to take action. If you're not following a specific landing page format, if you've got, say, like a banner at the top of your page and other things for people to do, people get distracted, right? You want to give them that one focused call to action on the landing page. And I'll show you how that looks in some of the next slides here. So one of the critical ingredients is your customer. You need to understand, of course, your customer avatar's deepest desires, even better than they understand themselves. And I think AI was essentially built for this. The next item you need is your niche. You need to choose a profitable niche with an already existing stream of demand, like we talked about earlier. Your landing page, like we just talked about, George, this is important because you need a high converting landing page that entices your customer to engage with your content with a very specific direct call to action. You don't want them distracted by other items on the page, or they go find your about page, or you lose their focus. It's got to be very attention grabbing with one single purpose of capturing their contact information. Your lead magnet, you need an irresistible lead magnet that gives your customers big, fast value right away, that solves a problem and gives a big, quick win right away. That's how you get engaging leads. Your email sequence, you need a persuasive email sequence that helps your customers to know, like, and trust you, right? In a short amount of time. That's what this is all about, to nurture people on the internet and get them to know, like, and trust you so that they're ready to make a purchasing decision with your course. your offer. And this is something that's really important. I see a lot of people getting this wrong, is you need an irresistible offer that is easy to sell, that sells itself. This, of course, includes your checkout page and your payment processor, but we can make this a lot easier on ourselves when we get a really good offer rather than trying to have to convince people to try and buy our course. When you've got a really good offer, then this gets a lot easier. Your course outline, of course, you need a compelling course outline that gives your customers the transformation they are looking for in the most efficient manner. You just can't throw all of your knowledge in a course and expect that to help people. It needs to be a very streamlined course outline that guides people through the transformation that you're looking for them to achieve. And then, of course, you need your course content. So you need high quality content that is easy for your customers to follow. And most importantly for you, we do not want any video editing. This can get to be a very long process if we get bogged down with video editing. So the way that we'll structure the courses is in a way that it requires no video editing, so you can focus on getting your content out to the world in your course. When you have each of these ingredients to make your online course, you can make sales while you sleep. It's actually pretty cool. Everything is automated and all of these ingredients are linked together, and your customers can purchase entirely on their own. Your workload becomes a lot less with automation, and you're finally able to get your message out to the world and start making an impact. However, when you're missing one or more of these ingredients, your course just won't sell. Remember, selling an information product is much different than selling a physical product. You won't have engaging content, and your customers just won't get to know, like, and trust you in order to make a purchasing decision. You'll end up creating more work for yourself if you don't have this all automated, just chasing everything through your setup here. Now, you can get all this set up in less than a week with the help of AI. And here's how you do that. So let's start with your customer avatar research. If you need any help completing your customer avatar research, I've got a pretty cool tool here that I'll send you in the chat. So this will help you complete your customer avatar research so you can get some deep insights into your customers' behaviors, their wants, and their desires. And this will help you create your offer to exactly meet your customers' needs. And when they find the exact solution that they're looking for that solves their problem, then that's the magic of selling online, is connecting the right offer with the right people. ChatGPT was trained on the entire history of human psychology from the last 30 years, everything that's been posted on the internet, right? Which makes it a pretty perfect tool for learning about your customers' wants and desires. It's like ChatGPT was invented and made just for online marketing. It's so helpful and gives us so much insight. The tool I've given you, it's super simple to use. Just cut and paste the prompts. There's a little video that walks you through exactly what to do with ChatGPT. So definitely check that out, and that'll help you do your customer avatar research. With this, you can make sure you're getting the right offer in front of the right people to make it easy to sell your course. It's pretty cool. So the next tool is your niche validator. Remember, we don't want to try to create demand for your offer. We want to put your offer in front of an already existing stream of demand. And the data to verify this, it's all publicly available if you know where to look. We use Google Trends and Facebook Ads Library to validate your niche, and I'll give you a tool to help with that too. Here it is in the chat. So this is a niche validator that you can use to make sure you've got a profitable and scalable course idea before spending time creating your course, so that you know that you're going in the right direction. This tool gives you confidence that you're pursuing a profitable and scalable online course. Again, this one's super easy to use too. Just cut and paste. There's a little video that shows you exactly what to do, and you'll be able to confirm you've got a profitable and scalable course idea before spending time creating a course. Now, another thing is maybe you're not quite sure what course topic to create yet. You've got a few ideas, or maybe you're on the fence between a few. I've got another tool that you can use as well to help brainstorm some ideas. I'll add this link in the chat. So this is a very helpful idea generator if you're not sure what course to create or if you want to brainstorm some more ideas. So grab that link in the chat, or all three of those links in the chat, and that'll help you use AI for some of these initial tasks and confirm that you've got a profitable and scalable niche before you even get started here, which is gives you a lot more confidence, right? Sometimes you're creating things and you don't know if you're leading to success. Some of this upfront research gives you that confidence to say, oh yeah, I've got a good idea. Let's go for it. Let's make this happen. Okay, the next thing you'll need is a high converting landing page, like we talked about earlier, to get leads to sign up for your lead magnet. The software, like I mentioned, that we use is ConvertKit, and I like ConvertKit because it's got a free forever plan that's free for your first 10,000 leads. So 10,000 leads is quite a lot. That'll keep you going for quite a while. It also has landing pages built into ConvertKit, plus all the automation to link everything together. Really, when you're just getting started out here, you don't need a website yet. That can come a bit later. It's not required to get started with online courses. And in fact, some people never actually have a website. You see people on Instagram or other social media where they don't have a website because they're driving people to a landing page like this that's enticing people with their offers. A website at this point is just an additional expense and additional tech stuff that you don't need right now when you use ConvertKit's landing page builder. With ConvertKit's landing page builder, that's all you need to get your high quality leads engaged in your content when you've got the right landing page. And the best part is we use AI to write your landing page copy. So see the example on the screen. The first green arrow there, I'm a pretty terrible copywriter because the first one, that first green arrow, is landing page copy that I wrote, and it's got a 20% conversion rate, which is actually not bad. But the second green arrow, the bottom two there, that's landing page copy that ChatGPT wrote. And look at what ChatGPT did. It increased conversions to 33% and 42%. Now that's pretty incredible to double my conversion rate for me like that. Now, this is small data. You can see that this was just the beginnings of me building a page, but if ChatGPT can write great copy, then I don't need to hire a copywriter anymore. And ChatGPT writes way better copy than I can. So I'm going to use ChatGPT because it's a much better copywriter than I can, and it's providing pretty phenomenal conversion rates. So you don't need to hire a copywriter. You don't even need to be good at copywriting anymore. ChatGPT can help us with all of our landing page copy, so you can get the highest number of engaged leads, and it's super simple to use. So is this making sense? Did everyone grab those links in the chat? Is there any questions before we move on? It's really pretty incredible how AI can help us with landing page copy and headlines and sales page copy. I'm absolutely amazed at how well ChatGPT can help us write conversion copy. And I've got several other pages like this as well, besides this one on the screen, where I've done exactly the same. And ChatGPT regularly doubles or triples my opt-in rate. So it's no longer a struggle of what to put on a landing page. We know what to put on there, and it's pretty quickly gets us some pretty good results. Okay, so now that we've got a landing page, the next thing we're going to need is an irresistible lead magnet, and not just any old boring PDF that nobody really wants. Anyways, the key to a great lead magnet is that it must be something that your ideal customers actually want, that solves a real problem for them, right? That gives them big, fast value where they can get a quick win. And how do we find out what they want? Well, that's in your customer avatar research. We can find out exactly the ideal format that your audience likes to consume information, and we find out exactly what they're searching for, and then we give it to them for free. And that's how you get engaged leads, is with a really great lead magnet. And ChatGPT makes it easy to connect the right lead magnet to the right customer to get as many engaged leads as you want. We even use ChatGPT to create your lead magnet for you too, which can save you a bunch of time and is the reason we can get this all done in a week. Now, if ChatGPT writes your lead magnet, maybe they get it 80% complete, and then you can put in your expertise and knowledge on top of that to make it yours and more personable. But ChatGPT can give us a huge boost in the beginning to get things going in the right direction. AI saves us so much time. You can create and test multiple lead magnets to see which one works best, because it's just quick and easy to create a new one. If you see that you're not getting the conversion rates, well, create a new one and see if that engages your leads even better. You'll never run out of leads when you build the perfect lead magnet that your customers are looking for. After that, we'll need a persuasive email sequence to nurture your leads. And again, we use ConvertKit for this, which is free forever for your first 10,000 leads. Your email sequence essentially nurtures your leads and directs them to your sales page. And people buying info products, they do require some nurturing, right? It's very different than selling a physical product. It's very different than going to Amazon and clicking purchase. For information products, people do require some upfront knowledge, expertise, some help to see that you're the expert that can actually help them solve their problem. You may have heard the advice to give value in public and then sell in private. Well, this is how you do that. You provide value on social media or in other locations, and then provide value with your lead magnet to solve a problem and give your customers a quick win. And then you can make offers in your email sequence that only your engaged leads will see. Your competition will never even know how you make sales, because that's not out in public. And it's rare that someone will visit your sales page and purchase your course on the first visit. They need to get to know, like, and trust you over time, right? And that is done by email, by providing your leads with value so they can become your customers. And ChatGPT is a huge help here as well. Your emails are only going to be useful if people actually open them and read them, right? And everybody's heard of email rates, open rates are dropping. Well, there's no such thing as low open rates, just boring emails that people don't want to read. ChatGPT is able to create attention-grabbing subject lines that get your customers to actually open your emails and engage in what you're writing about. ChatGPT can write engaging copy for your emails, so your customers are excited to open and read your emails rather than the typical boring emails that they're usually getting, right? It's easy to sequence emails in ConvertKit for as long as you need until your customers are ready to make a buying decision about your course. Now, I mentioned this earlier, one of the most important aspects of all of this is your compelling offer. The goal, of course, is to get the right offer in front of the right person. And when you do, selling becomes so much easier. ChatGPT helps us create the ideal offer that your customers are already looking for, an irresistible offer so good that your customers would feel stupid if they said no, right? Maybe you've heard that expression before. It's pretty common. When you put this offer in front of the right person, then there is really no need to sell, because your course will sell itself, and AI will help you create your irresistible offer to make this process so much easier. Lots of course creators overlook the importance of their offer and struggle for a while until they get their offer right. But with ChatGPT, you can create your irresistible offer and get it set up properly right from the beginning, so selling your course becomes so much easier. With your offer, you will need a high converting sales page and your checkout page and your payment processor. The software we use for this is Thinkific, because it has a free forever plan as well. And it has a payment processor already built in, and it's pretty easy to use. ChatGPT helps us write your high converting sales page copy too. And then this is what gets linked to your checkout page and your payment processor, so people are able to buy your course. The next item is your highly engaging course outline is critical. I mentioned this earlier. We want to get your students the transformation they're looking for. You don't want your course to be too long and boring. You just don't want to throw a whole bunch of information in there. You want your course outline to be concise and to the point. Your course needs to get your students results with the minimum effort required, so that you have a long list of raving fans and happy customers after they've completed your course. ChatGPT can help us here again because it will create and optimize your course outline so you know exactly what to create with no extra fluff that's confusing your students. You get a clear and concise course outline that produces results for your students. It's much easier to start with ChatGPT rather than starting and staring at a blank page and wondering what to create for your course. Wouldn't you agree? It's much easier to get ChatGPT to create 80%, 90% of what you need and take a look at what it's got there, and you can update it and provide your expertise rather than starting with a blank page and starting from scratch. AI gives us such a huge boost here to get our structures in place. And lastly, you need your high quality course content in a learning management system that's easy for you to use and easy for your students to use. And again, we use Thinkific for this since it has a free forever plan and also because it has a payment processor already integrated. So it's easy to use and connect with other software. One thing to keep in mind, your customers want to see you. They want to learn from you, right? That's why they're engaging in your content. That's why they're reading your emails, is because they want to learn from you and your personal experiences. They don't want to learn from an AI system, but this is where you can add your personality to convey your expertise to your customers. Your course content is not where you want to use AI. Your students want to learn from you. There is AI software that can create your course content for you, but I don't recommend that you do that. People are purchasing your course to learn from you. And it's one of the reasons the online course industry is booming is because people are looking for authentic experiences in a world that is full of misinformation. So give your students a truly engaging experience with the best version of yourself in your course content. Now, there's two types of course content you may choose to create. You may have, say, a presentation or a screen share that you will present and record and walk your students through a process, or maybe you have a live action recording of you or a whiteboard session where you're demonstrating an activity such as, say, a fitness session or something like that. Those are the two common types of course content that could be recorded, and these are both easily recorded by yourself with simple tools to make recording effortless. And like I mentioned earlier, we do not want any video editing. It just takes too much time. So the way that we've used ChatGPT earlier when we created your course outline, the prompts that we use tell ChatGPT to structure your course outline in small bite-sized pieces. And this is done for two reasons. One, so that it's easy for your students to learn. Everybody gets a little discouraged when they see an hour and a half video that they have to sit through. Smaller bite-sized pieces are often better to convey your knowledge to your students in 5, 10, maybe even 20-minute videos where they can consume in bite-sized pieces. And two, we want to use a short structure of videos here so that they do not require any video editing. We just don't have time to edit videos. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole and become video editors. Rather than spending an hour editing a 5-minute video, we've structured it so it's just easier to re-record it in 5 minutes. That way, you don't have to learn any complex video editing software and you don't have to pay someone else to edit your videos for you. So we want to make this as easy and as fast as possible so you can avoid any video editing. And I'm sure you don't want to spend your time editing videos, right? You'd rather focus on getting your knowledge out to the world. All of this gets integrated and linked together in an automated funnel so people can purchase your course anytime, even while you're asleep. And this is the automated funnel that is created. All the software create this is free to get started. So ConvertKit is free, Thinkific is free, ChatGPT is free. There's no reason to get the paid version. And you may also need to use Canva for lead magnets and bonuses, and you can use the free version for that one as well. So you don't get stuck with any monthly fees when you're just getting started creating your online course, which is why we recommend this no-cost tech solution to create your online course. So does a no-cost automated system to sell your course in your sleep, does that sound like a good idea? So These are the ingredients that go into your profitable and scalable online course. And using AI is the most efficient method to complete everything we've discussed today in less than a week. Does this sound like a good idea to get your high quality course launched in the next 7 days? What I've shown you today is the most efficient way to build your online course in less than a week. If you want to avoid getting bogged down with all the tech mumbo jumbo stuff, if you want to avoid getting stuck with recurring monthly fees, if you want to avoid creating a course that nobody wants, and you want to avoid delaying your course launch anymore, maybe you've thought about creating a course for 1 or 2 years. If you want to avoid delays, then this is a good place to start, because you want to consider how much is it costing you by continuing to delay your course launch. Is it costing you $100 per day? Is it costing you $10,000 per month by not having your course launched? So if you want to get your course launched in less than a week and you want to get AI to do most of the work for you, you want to get your message out to the world and start helping people, and you want to get an automated system that makes course sales while you sleep, then the way I see it is you have a choice to make. You can take what I've shown you here today and you can launch on your own. You can spend the next few months creating your course, and this is totally a legitimate way to go. This is what I did, and I eventually figured out how to launch my first course. And you can do the same for the next few months or even years to get all of this figured out. You can think about it a bit longer and keep dreaming of your online course. And you can watch social media and see everybody else online that's having success while you're still thinking about creating your online course. Or we can work together to get your course launched next week. You can get your first course sale by next weekend and get AI to do most of the work for you. You can get your online business set up for success right away. How does this sound? Does option number 2 sound like an easier and faster approach to getting your course launched so that you can start selling your course now and not miss out on any more course sales? If option number 2 sounds like the better approach, then I want to introduce you to our course launch AI workshop that starts on Monday. During next week's workshop, we'll work together to actually get your course created and launched by the end of next week. So during next week's workshop, we meet 3 times and we actually build your online course business together, and we get it done in real time while you're at the workshop so that by the end of next week, you have a course that's ready to sell. You're in business with your online course and there's no more delays from launching your course. This is by far the most efficient method to create and launch your online course and get it all done in less than a week. We can make this easy and fast because we're able to use AI to do most of the work, even if you're not tech savvy. Now, I'm not aware of a more efficient way to create and launch courses. All the other programs I've found require weeks or even months to create an online course, or they're trying to sell you into their platform so they can charge you a monthly fee. The method I show you during next week's workshop is the same that we've discussed today, using the same free software, and is the same method to use that I use to create my online courses. And I haven't been able to find a more efficient way. With my guided support during the live workshop next week, you're able to finally get your course launched and be ready to start selling it online by this time next week. This workshop is perfect for beginners, even if you're not tech savvy, especially if you're not tech savvy, because I make it so super simple. I guide you through every step with all the AI prompts you need to use to make it super simple to create your first online course and start spreading your message with the world. This workshop is your best option to launch your first online course. There is nothing that's easier and faster. You get a massive head start and you get your high quality online course launched fast. Coming to that right away, George, in the next couple slides. This is also perfect if you've launched a course in the past and you want to create courses more efficiently with AI. You'll get a huge upgrade to your course creation process to be able to create even better courses, taking a lot less time. This workshop is perfect for you as well to save time launching your courses. So what does the workshop include? Let's go through the details here. Next week's workshop takes place on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There's 3 live 1-hour sessions, an hour on Monday, an hour on Wednesday, and an hour on Friday. During those live workshops, I go through the step-by-step instructions of exactly what we talked about today. I give you all the AI prompts, and it's just cut and paste. You also get Voxer access. If you're not familiar with Voxer, it's just a little voice text app so that in between any of the live sessions, if you have any questions, you can just shoot me a message, send me a voice note, and I'll get you the information you need so you can get support in between the live sessions. By the end of the workshop, this is exactly what you will have completed. You'll have your high converting landing page. And like we talked about, this is important because this is where your customer's journey begins. This is their first touch point with your information, right? So you need a high converting landing page to make a good first impression. Your irresistible lead magnet. This is important because your customers need to get to know, like, trust you. And this is the first method they're going to do that is with the knowledge and expertise you're providing in your lead magnet. Your email sales sequence, we'll get that completed next week. And this is important because you need to continue to nurture your customers before they will buy. Your irresistible offer, like I mentioned, this is extremely important because you want to make this online course selling process as easy as possible. We don't want to make this difficult on yourselves. So you need an irresistible offer. We get that set up next week. Your high converting sales page. This is important because you need to be able to convey the value of your offer. And this is how you do that is with a well-structured sales page. Your engaging course outline. This is something we'll get completed next week. And this is important because your course must be easy for people to understand and produce results for them. Your recording of your high quality course content, because this is the knowledge, the expertise that your customers are paying you for. So this needs to be done in a high quality manner as well. And then we get your payment processors, checkout page, all that stuff linked up because, of course, your customers need to be able to pay you. All of this uses free software and tools, so there are no monthly recurring fees that you get stuck with. Once you complete the workshop next week, you're ready to sell, and you can start making your first sale by next weekend. And we can get this all done next week with the help of AI. So if you look at other academy gurus that are out there, I'm sure you've seen them online. I know they charge $2,000 for their programs to launch a digital course. Plus, it takes 6 weeks to complete if you're even able to finish all of their course modules. I've been through those programs and they're making it unnecessarily complicated while they're using methods from 2 or 3 years ago, right before AI. And it's a lot easier when you get the help of AI. It doesn't need to take that long anymore. So let's use $2,000 as a comparison value. You also get my guided support to launch your course with you that you don't get with some of those other programs. So when you join next week's workshop, I show you exactly what to do, which guarantees your success, right? Because I'm right there with you to answer any questions that you have and to make sure that you get your course launched. Your success is guaranteed because I'm looking over your shoulder and making sure that everything is correct. Getting guided expert support to build your course with you and getting guaranteed success to launch your course next week easily gives you another $2,000 in value. Now, I'll let you in on another little secret here is you don't need to purchase any $10,000 coaching program to launch your course. Everything you need to learn is in $20 books or free podcasts, and it's all out there if you know where to look. It's really crazy to me that people can take the contents of a $22 book and package it into a $10,000 coaching program and people buy it. So I'll save you some cash. I've hand selected the best resources that you need that a lot of these coaching programs are based on anyways. These are the de facto sources of information that the $10,000 coaching programs are just referencing anyways. And I read quite a bit. I read, I don't know, 3 or 4 books a month. I've hand selected the best ones that point you in the right direction on the knowledge and expertise you need to actually help you sell your course. So you get my personal book and podcast library to save you, I don't know, thousands of dollars in coaching programs that you won't need. If you have any questions on strategy to market and scale your online course, you'll have all the information you need without having to purchase a $10,000 coaching program. So for example, if you want to know how to strengthen your offer so more people buy your course, well, You may have come across Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Offers. Everything you need to know is in there. And his book is only 99 cents on Amazon. It's the information is there. It's all pretty phenomenal. In that list there's a resource for every topic you might encounter with your online course. So you've got all the information that you need on at your fingertips without having to spend $10,000. My personal book library will easily save you from needing to purchase even just a $5,000 coaching program. Maybe it saves you from taking 2 or 3 5-figure coaching programs, saving you 20K or more. So let's just assume that it saves you at least $5,000. Now, I'm not special. There are lots of people that are using AI to make money online. There's AI for YouTube, there's AI for investing, and there's AI for social media. If everyone else is using AI to make money online, then why not you too? I don't have access to any industry experts or access to any insider information. I just have a proven roadmap that I follow every time to create and launch a new online course. And I can show you how to do the same with AI doing all the heavy lifting for you so you can get your course launched too and start making money online. Once your course is launched, you of course need people to buy it. And there's 2 ways to do that: posting organic content and with paid ads, right? Now, when you're just starting out, I recommend posting organic content just to get some experience with some of these sales processes. Paid ads are a tougher game to play, and you should get some experience with organic posts before going to paid ads. So when you're posting your organic content, you'll be posting your lead magnet link on social media to attract your ideal customers. And I've got the perfect AI tool that gives you endless content ideas, so you never run out of content to post organically. ChatGPT gives you an endless amount of ideas to create social media content that matches your exact topic of your course. And I've got a tool to show you how to do that, so you never run out of engaging posts to attract your ideal customers, and you can get them to sign up for your lead magnet. This is what you can use to get your online business to $10,000 per month. This is what I did. And when you use this tool, you can create 2 weeks worth of content, of high quality content, in about an hour. So that's what I do each week. And you can use this tool to do the same. I actually just recently updated this content creator tool recently. I don't know if you've come across and read Gary Vaynerchuk's new book that just came out. It's called Day Trading Attention. So this tool reflects what he's recommending in Day Trading Attention. It's really like having all of VaynerMedia working for you. Now, I don't know how to put a value on Gary V's entire media team, but let's assume this tool gives you the work of one person, a person that you don't need to hire because AI can do a lot of the work for you. So let's assume this tool saves you at least $1,000 a month. It probably saves you a lot more than that, but let's assume this content creator saves you $1,000 per month. Now, I want you to be fully satisfied with next week's workshop. And if for any reason you're not satisfied, please just let me know and I'll give you all your money back. I want you to be excited about your new online course and the opportunity that lies in front of you. So I guarantee that you'll be happy with the workshop to launch your online course, or I'll give you all your money back. Yep, George, you will get the recording afterwards and you can check it out afterwards for sure. So once you get your course launched and you're driving traffic to your landing page, you will need to test your funnel here. The best feedback we get is always from our audience, right? They will tell you by their actions if they want what you're offering, and you'll need to make some adjustments to optimize your funnel. I've got a guide that shows you exactly how to do this, what data to look for, where to find the reports, and what to change based on your testing. So there's no guesswork on getting your funnel optimized. After generating traffic to test your funnel and using this guide to troubleshoot any bottlenecks, you'll be optimized for sales. So it's pretty easy to get things going here. Without optimizing your funnel, though, you will be losing sales. Your conversion rates will be lower than they should be, right? So you need to optimize your funnel. And when you do, using this testing and troubleshoot guide, you can double or triple your sales. So let's assume this guide generates another $1,000 per month for you. Probably helps you get much more than that, but let's just assume an extra $1,000 goes into your pocket by testing and optimizing your funnel. So with everything that you get when you join the workshop, the course launch AI system to launch your course in less than a week with the help of AI, valued at $2,000, my live guided support during next week's workshop to look over your shoulder, answer all your questions, and make sure everything is correct, valued at $2,000. My personal book and podcast library, which will save you at least $5,000 in coaching programs, my endless content idea generator to sell your course that saves you at least $1,000 a month, and my test and troubleshoot guide that optimizes your funnel and gets you an extra $1,000 per month in your pocket. Everything that's included here easily could be worth $11,000. And most importantly, when you get to the end of next week's workshop, you've got a revenue generating asset that your course is ready to sell that quickly covers the cost of $11,000. So even at $11,000, this would still be a good investment for you to make. In fact, there are other online programs that will charge you more than $11,000 to help you create your online course business. But that's not what we charge for next week's workshop, although we probably easily could charge that, since you'll make that back pretty quickly with your online course investment. For an investment of only $997 for next week's workshop, you get your online course launched in less than a week, and you can start making sales right away. You'll make that back in no time once you start selling your course. And since you're one of the first groups that I'm sharing all my AI secrets work with, you get an even better deal to create your online course and get it built and launched next week. You can join next week's workshop for only $497. I'll work with you to show you exactly what to do. And by the end of next week, you've got a course that's ready to sell, all because AI makes it much quicker and easier to launch your course. Now, this is in US. And there's one more thing I believe in as well, that you should get value before you pay. It's like that when you go to a restaurant, right? You enjoy a fabulous meal and then you pay the bill. When you go to the hairdresser, you get your hair cut and colored first, and then you pay your hairdresser. When you get your kitchen remodeled, your new cabinets and countertops are all installed. And then once you're happy with the work, then you pay the final invoice, right? It's like that for a lot of things. So it should be the same for online as well, shouldn't it? So all I ask is that you save your seat today for only $5. When you save your seat today, you can join next week's workshop and get your course built and launched in less than 1 week. Once you get value, then you pay the $497 at the end of the workshop. If at any time during the workshop you're not happy and you want to tell me that I suck, you can withdraw and cancel your final payment at any time. You won't be charged the $497 at the end of the workshop, and I'll even give you your $5 back. I can only do this because I know this workshop delivers, and I know that you'll get results that you want. My intention is to deliver you amazing value first and work with you to build and launch your online course with the help of AI. So let's do that and get that done first so that you're excited to make your final payment in a week from now and start selling your course online that easily covers the cost of this workshop. Okay, so let's go through exactly what the workshop looks like so you know exactly what to expect. The workshop starts on Monday. We'll meet on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 1 hour each day. We meet at 10 a.m. Central each day for about an hour. I want to do this ASAP. Call me, we need to talk. Yep, so the link right there is where you sign up to do this ASAP. And I wouldn't wait because there are limited spots. Kai is asking, I love your sales pitch and I think I should model mine after it, but what about people taking advantage of you taking the course and not paying? That rarely happens. And I'll play you a recording of how people are engaging in my course here. It's just on the next slide, I think. So on Monday, day one, we'll take care of all the tech stuff. We'll get that out of the way. We'll get ConvertKit set up, your landing page, your email automation, and a lead magnet, and we'll get Thinkific set up and ready to go. At the end of Monday's session, you'll have a few homework items for Tuesday, and it's nothing too big to take care of. It'll only be a few hours. On Wednesday, we'll determine your course outline, we'll define your irresistible offer, and we'll write the copy for your sales page. At the end of Wednesday's session, there's a little bit of homework to do, not too much, to finish your course outline and your sales page and to create any bonuses that you want to include for your offer. On the last day, on Friday, we're almost done and we'll work on your course content and get your funnel all automated and finished. And I'm actually meeting with this week's group in a couple hours to get that finished up right away. So the only thing you might have at the end of Friday's session is a few recordings to do, but everything else will be complete and you'll be ready to sell your course. So in 3 1-hour live sessions and about 6 or 7 hours of your own time in between sessions, you can have your course launched and ready to sell in less than 10 hours of your time next week. It's pretty cool, isn't it? All due to the help of AI and helping us get this launched fast. Launching a course used to take between 40 to 60 hours, and this was probably spread out over several months. With the help of AI, we can now launch a course in less than 10 hours. So who's in? Who wants to get their course launched next week in under 10 hours? Or do you prefer to spend 40 to 60 hours doing it the old way and you probably launch in 6 months from now? Launch next Friday or launch in 6 months. I know what the proactive course creators will choose. So if you want to start selling your course sooner rather than later, then grab one of the 10 spots that are available for next week's workshop now. You can save your spot for only $5 and you should grab your spot before they're all gone. So are there any questions about the workshop, what's included or how it works or what the schedule is? Let me know in the chat. I can see that there's a few comments in here. I do need to know where to pay and how. So yeah, that's been on the screen a few times. Let's put it up here again. It's right here, AICourseCreator.ai/workshop. Go there and that's where you can leave your $5 deposit for next week's workshop. So this week's workshop, we went through some great things, and this is some feedback I got from the people that were attending this week's workshop. From Carla, her comment was, I have thought about creating a course like this for 2 years and had no idea how to craft the whole program. I am so excited to be part of this class. So a ginormous thank you. Super cool. So then from Craig, this was his feedback, and I'm going to play the Zoom recording of what he said. Let me know in the chat if you can hear the audio.
There's just so much information out there, but most of the information is fluff. The fluff to pay another 6 grand or 10 grand to do something else, but they're not actually giving you the meat. And you've given me just so much meat today. I just want to just tip off the hat that I don't have on to you, just based on just your authenticity and just your patience, just going through this information and giving us the real meat that we need to get this from the ground up. So thank you.
And then this is the feedback from Mohammed. This was his experience.
I'm trying to do something like this for the last couple of years, but within a couple of hours, the amount of value and the hands-on, the way you have taught, excellent, outstanding. This was I was looking for. And I fully agree with Craig and Carla. No fluff. You really meant business. And I'm sure within 3 sessions, 3 days, as you promised, we'll be able to develop our course and sell it online to the world. Thank you.
And I'm meeting with the entire group later today to finalize their courses and get their courses launched. So if you want to do the same, then don't miss your chance to get your course launched in less than a week. So you can start selling your course to the world too. So the link is AICourseCreator.ai/workshop. You can see it at the bottom of the slide that's up there, AICourseCreator.ai/workshop. And save your seat now. We'll get your course launched next week. So grab one of the 10 spots that are available while they're still available so you don't miss your chance to get your course launched next week. Where do you sell your course? Do you recommend platforms like Udemy? No. I do not. The platform we use is Thinkific, and you want to sell it there. Udemy, it's got a bunch of fees and stuff, and LinkedIn Learning, I wouldn't recommend that either. What we're building is a platform that you own, you control, and you get all of the sales. So that's what we want to build here. So jump on that link, AICourseCreator.ai/workshop, and you can get in on next week's workshop to get your course launched too. Pretty amazing deal because you can only save your spot for $5 and you get everything built. And at the end, you're happy, you pay for the workshop. But as you can see by the feedback that I just played there, everybody's pretty thrilled with getting their course launched in a week. So I've got a fast action bonus for you too. For anyone that saves their seat by the end of this presentation, I'll also send you our ChatGPT prompt guide. This is what makes up a proper prompt to get good results from ChatGPT, because it's pretty common. If you ask better questions, you'll get better answers. And this is actually what prompt engineers in Silicon Valley are using, who are getting paid like $300,000 a year to create their prompts. So you can use this to streamline your online business and 10x your productivity, because when you can get ChatGPT to help you in any way that you want, then you can save lots of time with your online business. So save your seat for next week's workshop for only $5 by the end of this presentation, and I'll send you a copy of this prompt guide right away. So let's get your course launched next week. Go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and save your seat now. We'll work together to get your course launched. And once you complete the workshop and you're happy with the results, only then will you pay the workshop fee of $497. There really is no risk, since you can withdraw from the workshop at any time and you won't be charged the final fee. And I'll even give you your $5 back. So there is absolutely no risk to you, with the upside that you get your course launched next week and can start selling it right away. What kind of sales are your students getting? Do you know? So the first session we went through is actually this week. We're going to finish that session later today. I meet for the third Friday session. So they're just about to launch their course, and they're pretty super excited to get their course out into the world. So I'll be super interested to see how they do today, tomorrow, the next day, in what they've put out there with their information. It does require some testing, like we talked about that test and troubleshoot guide. When you put something first out there, you need to get feedback from your audience. If your audience isn't resonating what you've put out there, you're gonna have to make some changes and start putting people through your funnel. So it sometimes can be an instant thing. They might make sales later this afternoon, but more typically they're going to have to make some adjustments to optimize their funnel before they start getting sales, right? Like I said, there is no magic solution where you launch your course right away and you're just going to start, your laptop's going to be an ATM spitting out cash, but it can happen. So I'm very interested to see how they do when they launch their courses later today. So here's how it works. When you go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop, you'll be taken to this page. This page explains the steps to save your spot. Scroll down and you'll see a purple icon to save your seat. You can click that purple icon. You'll be taken to this page. You can enter your information and click the button at the bottom of the page to save your seat. It's really as easy as that. So if you've ever had difficulties with getting started to launch your course, it's as easy as that. Make your $5 deposit to save your seat and you're already started. You'll see this confirmation page letting you know that your seat has been saved. After your seat has been saved, be sure to read the welcome email that you will receive. And this is very important because there are a few things you need to do to prepare for Monday's workshop. And don't worry, it's not hours of homework. It will only take maybe about half an hour. It's super simple. There's walks you through exactly what you need to do to be ready for the first workshop. So be sure to complete these tasks to prepare, because you will only receive the Zoom link to join the workshop once you confirm that you've completed these tasks. So check your email once you've saved your seat and you'll know exactly what you need to do to prepare so that you're all set to start launching your course on Monday. So there's a reason you signed up for this presentation. You showed up today because you want to create an online course. And the challenge most people have with creating their online course is just getting started. the first step to get started is as easy as saving your spot for $5. And with my guided support next week, you're also guaranteed to finish as well. So you can't really fail. If you want to create your online course, then you're in the right place, because I'm offering to create your online course business with you and get it done by next weekend. It's impossible to fail because I'm helping you make sure you will succeed. So overcome the barrier of getting started and save your seat now for only $5, because before you know it, you'll have a shiny new online course and you can tell your friends and family that you're making money online. If you've ever had any doubts about creating an online course, then that you don't feel qualified to teach, or you're not sure you can figure out all the tech, or you're not sure that you can get it all done, well, now's your chance to get my guided support to make it happen. This is the most efficient way to create and launch your online course. There's really no way that you can fail if you show up to the workshop and do the work. So when you join next week's workshop, I help you at every step along the way. Nobody gets left behind. You succeed at launching your course next week because I make sure that you succeed. So imagine yourself in a couple of weeks from now. Do you want to be thinking back to this moment, thinking that you missed your opportunity and you're still wishing that you had an online course to sell? Or do you want to be telling all your friends and family about your new online course and how you're making money online? The choice, I guess, is yours, right? And how you want to be thinking back in 2 weeks from now. So go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop and take the first step by saving your seat now. We'll work together to get your course launched next week, and it's as easy as that. All right, so that's the end of the presentation. I do have some time for Q&A. If you have any additional questions, shoot them into the chat. Do you continue helping us after next week? Yes. So that Voxer group that we get you set up with, that's for next week's workshop participants. After that, then you get moved to the Voxer alumni group. So if you've got any questions with after launching your course, or any of the sales help that all the bonuses that you're given there, yeah, that's what that alumni Voxer group is for, is you can shoot a question in there and we'll answer your question. I do have some questions for you then. If you've thought about launching your online course, what's been your biggest challenge to creating your course? If you've thought about it for a couple of years, what's prevented you from getting it done? Let me know in the chat. What has been your barriers or challenges to actually getting it out there? Tony is saying, the link isn't working for me. I click on the purple bar and get a white page. So I can see it worked for George. George was able to purchase. So I assume that the link is working. I will send you the link again in the email afterwards here, so check it out. But if it's not working, then shoot me an email and we'll get you what you need. So Ivy, to your question on creating the course content, we make it super easy because of the two methods that we use. It's actually quite easy. Skipping all the video editing. ChatGPT helps you create your course outline, helps you even generate the speaking notes, course descriptions, and downloads there. So AI will help you significantly with creating your course content. In Tony's case, no money. Well, this is a pretty good deal to get your course launched. And the fact that you're generating revenue generating asset is pretty cool, because that's the value you get by going through this and selling your course, right? How much content is needed for the best course? So that's going to depend maybe on the topic that you're teaching. When I go through the workshop, I use a fairly simple example of potty training a puppy. That's a pretty small course, probably maybe only a, I don't know, $37, $47 course for something like that. That's a pretty short course. It's got 4 chapters and I think 3 or 4 lessons in each chapter. In my other courses where I teach a complex topic like commissioning, well, then it's a lot longer. I think it has like 150 lessons in there. So it just depends on the course topic that you're producing. Kai is asking, I have imposter syndrome and don't think I have the credibility because so many people are bigger than me in the real estate world. So yeah, imposter syndrome, a lot of people go down that path too. The great thing about online course sales is when you consider the internet, the potential people that you sell to, it's basically infinite, right? When there's 8 billion people out there and a lot of those people are on the internet, there's an endless amount of people to sell to. And what makes you unique and to get over that imposter syndrome is all those people looking to buy, they're looking to buy from people that they can connect with and people that they can resonate with. So even though the bigger person, say the Tony Robbins size of guru, is maybe doing something similar to what you do, people may or may not connect and resonate to his style of presentation, his communication, right? When you put yourself out there, Kai, and you share yourself and your personality, people will say, oh yeah, even though I see Tony Robbins over there, I like how Kai explains this to me. And that gives me a lot more assurance that I can succeed. So that's what makes them want to connect and learn from you. And that's the great thing about the internet is you can connect with the right people. Ivy's asking, I'm currently working on creating mine. Then your workshop popped up, so I stopped in. Great to have you here, and we can help you out with that if you want to. Tony, I'm going to do this. Great. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Awesome. I was unaware ChatGPT did so much. Yeah, when you get all the prompts and everything and you just cut and paste, then you can really get this done pretty quickly. It's pretty amazing how AI has helped us to do a lot of this stuff. So yeah, some good feedback. If you've got some other ones, if there's other things that are holding you back from getting your course launched, let me know. Or if there's other things you think you might need help with, these are all some good things. So some other questions I often get when I give this presentation is, what if I can't get my course fully finished next week? And I understand life is busy for sure. There might be some things, there always are things that are competing for our time and our priorities, right? But if you don't get it quite completed next week, you sure will be awfully close because we've gone through a lot of things. Maybe there's just a few last things to record is maybe all you really need to do so that you can get your course launched. But either way, you'll have everything in place with just a few last things to complete that you can easily do when you have time to get your course launched as soon as possible. Some people ask, well, I'm not tech savvy at all. Will I be able to keep up with the workshop next week? Well, this workshop is designed exactly for you. You've got great information that you need to get out there and share with the world, right? And we can't let tech barriers get in the way of getting your knowledge out to the world. I go through everything in the workshop with you and show you exactly what to do, even if you're not tech savvy. We don't move forward to the next step until everyone is ready and complete so that nobody gets left behind. The workshop is really as easy as logging into this Zoom presentation. And since you managed to do that, then you're all set and you'll be ready to keep up with the workshop content next week. Some people ask, what if I don't have a big audience? How will I be able to sell my course? Well, a big audience doesn't mean a lot of sales. I see a lot of people out there with even like 100,000 followers, but they're not making any money. I was actually listening to a podcast recently from Alex Hormozi of someone with 5,800 followers, and they were making more than $1 million a year. So this was the podcast. I'll paste it in here. And I was super fascinated to hear this because she was just crushing it with a small audience. So have a listen to that. And a large audience actually does not help you make course sales. Okay. George, I have 20 to 30 courses. I have them on my WordPress site, but I think you have a good solution, but I have been using Human Pal avatars. Okay, yeah, we'll get you help. We'll get you set up here. What do you do about people who write mean comments on social media, review sites calling you a scam? That always exists. Yep, there's the internet brings out all the lovely characters, doesn't it? Well, it depends what you're posting. The best thing is don't react to it, but a lot of platforms you can hide it. I know on Facebook you can, instead of just deleting it, you can hide it. That way the the person that's trolling you doesn't actually see that you've done anything with their post. It just stays there, but everybody else doesn't see it. So you can hide it and you just ignore it. One thing is just don't let it bother you, because you'll be equally getting as many positive comments, probably as negative comments. It just comes with the business, but just ignore them. Some courses are short, some are longer. Absolutely. Some will be longer, some will be shorter, and that will probably be determine the price on the course as well. People accuse anyone trying to make money a scam. You know what? And those are the people that aren't making money online, and they usually are jealous and envious, right? They wish they could do the same. So why not try and knock those people down, right? And try and bring them back down to their level. Just ignore them. Go for it. It's your dream. It's your life. You got to live it the best way that you want to live it, and leave those people behind. This is why we need to talk or go to there to see the courses for youths and women. Okay, excellent. We'll definitely be able to talk about that more next week during the workshop. So another question I sometimes get is, what about the quality of a course that's created in a week, or the lack of personalization from AI? And these are valid concerns. We certainly do not want to create a terrible course. When we're creating our courses, we're striving to create only high quality courses that are the best out there that our customers will love. And that's exactly what we want to create next week. It's high quality courses that are all automated with the right touch of personalization from you. I show you how AI can do most of the work for you, and then show you where you need to add your personality to make your course great. You'll be able to customize anything that ChatGPT gives you so you can make it exceptional. AI gives us speed to be able to create high quality courses in a short amount of time that your customers will be amazed by. Okay, great. Tony, glad you got in there. VPN troubles, got through there. Perfect. Online sales are not a scam. I just started an online store. I have 5 sales with no marketing, just SEO. Yep. When you get the right offer in front of the right person that solves a problem for them, that's what people want. That's what they need. And that's how we're making the world a better place, is by sharing this information and solving problems for people, right? And when you have an online course and you can give them that direct solution, it's better for everybody. It's a great thing. And that's why the online course business is booming. It's I don't know how many multi-billion dollars per year the online course business is, but people are looking for this information that they just can't get from traditional schooling, or you can't get from just reading a blog page. They're looking for more genuine connections with real people to help them solve real problems. So yeah, that's great, George. Glad to hear. So lots of good questions, lots of good engagement. If there's any last questions, shoot them in the chat. We'll get them answered for you. Go to AICourseCreator.ai/workshop, and I'll see you next week. We'll work together to get your course launched, and you can start selling it right away. Now, a couple more things before we conclude. Like I mentioned, I will send you the link to this replay. Zoom takes, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes to process the video. Once it's out to me, I'll send you the link as well. I'll send you the link where you can save your spot for the workshop. Now, remember, there's only 10 spots available. We start on Monday, so you need to get your spot reserved by the end of the day, Sunday, if you want to jump into next week's workshop. You'll see the links there to do that so that you don't miss your chance. So I want to thank everybody for joining. Lots of great questions. I'm glad that Zoom didn't screw up our chat, and we got the chat working this week. So fantastic. And I hope to see you next week during the workshop so that we can get your course launched next week and that you're ready to sell. So everyone, have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.